Welcome, welcome, welcome to Monday with Amberskies, the future of 3D networks. My name's Blades, and, well, this is a C++ club. Come on in, have a chat about code. We'll do anything you want. I've got lots and lots of code here. How much code have I got? Oh dear. Look at all of this. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, we've written a few files. We've done a few things. It's looking good. It's looking good. Why have I still got that line in? Just been looking at that thinking, what's it doing there? I don't know. Ah, bless. That's the way of the blades. So, why is that circling like an idiot? Right, thank you. Today, what have we got? Oh, shader. Terrain. Oh yes, I remember now. We were doing the terrain, weren't we? That's what we were doing on Friday. I was trying to do a quick test on it, and, well, that's never going to work, so never mind. We'll do it properly today. So, how to create a terrain shader. Let's have a look over here. What have we got? Ooh, that could be interesting. Game development, here we go. And we're in the library, aren't we? No, we're not to start off with. We want the shaders, don't we? Yes, we do. Okay. That sandbox we're using? Yep, it certainly is. Well, I hope you're all feeling good this week, because it's going to be fun. I doubt this is going to work, but we're going to try. We are going to try. So I want to duplicate you. Copy and paste. That's the vertex one. That's the fragment one. Whoops, don't do that. Copy and paste. There we go. Now, what do I want to do with you? I want to rename you, don't I? So it's no longer going to be texture. How's about terrain shader dot frag dot GLSL? That might do it. Is that correct? Looks it. Looks it. Let's try this one. Terrain. Okay, let's get me typing going, as it's absolutely wonderful today. That's vert. It's hard to see at this size, to be quite honest with you. There we go. Terrain shader, fragment, and vertex. Fantastic. I think that'll do. Let's just have a quick look in here. Under shaders. Yep, there they are. Terrain shaders. We now have two. Let's have a quick look at them. Yeah, that's okay. Right. Okay, yeah. That's fine. I've got my fog. Yeah, that's fine. And the fragment shader. Yeah, final lighting equations. Yeah. Final lighting. And yeah. Did I keep visibility in? Yes, I did. Good. Right. So we're all set on the shaders. For now. Alrighty. Done those two. that was a good start. Create the terrain shader class. Okay. Where are we going with this? So this is the terrain shader class. I think I've got this from years ago, but I think it's all wrong now. Yeah, this is from June. Okay. Yeah, it hasn't got enough stuff in it. Right. What are we making this from? Shader foundation, shader name. Shader foundation. Right, okay. So what I want to do is look at the texture one. Yeah. So let's put... Alright, let's add these two. So add to project. Okay. Let's do this one first. So texture shader.h. And on this left hand side I want terrain shader.h. There we go. No idea what I was doing in there. Alright, okay. These are the two that I want. Right. La 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 la. Here we go. Okay, so that's the first thing that has to change. That replaces that. That's a good start. Amber OpenGL. Well, we don't need that extra namespace. That's a waste of time. So we'll get rid of the namespacing, shall we? Thank you. And here, what do we have? Model matrix location, view matrix location, projection, light position, light color, shine damper, reflectivity, and we now need the int skylock as well. Int m_sky color. And that's the location. And it's equal to -1. That's right. Helps detect errors, if nothing else. Oh, they are ints, yeah, that's right. There we go. Just get them all set up like that, shall we? Now, let's see where we're up to. Public. We will have terrain shader. Explicit. There we go. Shader name. Yep. Override. Yep, that could be virtual. No, it's an override. Load model matrix, map 4. Yep. View model matrix, map 4. Yep. Load projection matrix, map 4. Yep. Load light, sun and light. So we actually have a thing for it now. Sun. There we go. That's working nicely. Float damper reflectivity. Yeah, where's my sky color going? We need an extra one here, don't we? So it's that one there. Copy you over. You can get all uniform locks, yeah. Bind attributes is bind attributes, it's an override, yeah. So that's the only thing that's really missing there. Okay, that's that done. Load light needs to be adjusted. So let's have a look. Everything's looking a bit disastrous over here, so that one there. That becomes sun. Okay. Lovely. Alrighty, let's have a look and see what we can do with that lot now. I mean, everything's looking a little bit red and shiny. So let's have a look at our... It's going to be terrain shader, so I want texture shader. CPP, here we go. Right, that's good. Alrighty. So this is now, where are we now? 23rd of September. Wow. 23rd of SEPT. Adjust these. There's nothing red in here, is there? No. That's good news. So that's 23, and this is now SEPT. So it's been adjusted for the right dates. Yeah, that's okay. Right, what do we have here? Terrain shader. We have terrain shader, std string, yeah, colon, shader foundation, shader name. That's not coming through for some reason. Ah, yes. Let's get rid of this OpenGL stuff. That doesn't help. Okay. So we're started now. Everything's looking okay. Until we get to load a light, which I expected. Its position. And colour. And light, yes, light dot. LPOS, yeah. Now what's wrong with that? It still doesn't like it. That's why. It isn't a function. Right, okay, sorted. Going down here, there was another alteration. Load sky colour. Load shine variables, yeah. Load sky colour, there it is. We'll just copy you across to here. Does that look good now? Get all uniform locations, yeah. No, we need to alter this as well. So that one there has to go in. That's end. Give us a Dubry, thank you. One of them, lovely. Lovely, that's looking okay. So we've got our sky colour locked in. Okay, normals and textures have been altered. So that's now normal. And I think that's all I did to it. From memory. Shine variables, yeah. Sun, yeah. Load matrix, load matrix, load matrix. That's all I need. 3 matrices. Sky color, shine variables. Load float, load float. Yeah. Okay. Positions, yeah. Matrix, matrix, matrix. Fantastic. We're done. We now have a terrain shader. Shade foundation does the rest. Alrighty. That's good. So what do we got? That's that one done. We need a create the draw terrain class. Okay, we can do that. So I've got draw color, draw texture. Alright, so we will need 2 new files. Draw terrain. Okay, let's add new item. And let's do the header file first, I suppose. So you. And it's going to be draw terrain. There we go. Pull that out. Yep. Draw terrain.h. Thank you. And we'll also have add new item CPP, and that's going to be a draw terrain dot CPP. Lovely. Now what do I need next? I need draw texture. This is the one I'm following. And from here I'll have draw texture.h as well, please. No, that's that one there. Okay. Alright. Here we go. And it's a pragma once. Okay, I've stopped working, I think. I'm not responding. I don't believe this. What is wrong with this Microsoft thing? Welcome to my viewers. It looks like Microsoft can't keep up with me today. I have no idea what's wrong with it. Microsoft Visual Studio 2019 not responding. Yay, Blaze has broken it again. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. La 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 la. It's definitely not responding. What is it doing? I asked it to open a file. God help people who use Visual Studio, that's all I'm going to say. This is terrible. And is it just going to sit here all day or something? What? Close window. Wait for the program to... No, 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 no. No, just close it. Do something. Yay. So, it looks like as soon as you start opening files in Visual Studio 2019, it crashes. Lovely. Fantastic. Shall we try again? Okay. Alright, so where are we up to? Has it kept all of my changes? I have no idea. Yeah, okay. Right, we'll keep the terrains on the left then, shall we? Alright, do I have draw terrain? Oh, I see. No idea why you couldn't put those in. How strange. Okay. I'll put you in. On the right hand side, I want draw texture dot h. Thank you. On the right hand side, draw texture dot h. We'll start simpler because it seems to be getting confused. And textures, yeah, blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Alright, I don't think I want all of this stuff. Alright, okay, just copy it over for a second. Let's have a look at what we've got here. System includes, yes please. OpenGL texture shader. No, I want terrain shader. I want you. Let's have a look. World models, possibly. Base entity, possibly. Camera 3D, probably. Why have you got two slashes on here when you don't need them? Alright. Let's write this out. Constant unit attributes 3, texture shader. Right, okay. Namespace. Nearly. Amber. And it's just going to be a class, isn't it? Class draw. Yeah. Draw terrain. Excellent. We're getting somewhere. What do I need now? I now need to open the other one. Draw terrain.cpp. Thank you. Keep you. And then it's hash include, and it's draw terrain.h. Lovely. Namespace amber, and we'll just pop those in there, and that should keep it happy. Lovely, got it right that time. Fantastic. We can now start adding stuff. So let's have a const uint num attributes num attribs equals 3 for now. Now I need a terrain shader, please. One of them, and we'll call that star m underscore. Why is that shader texture? Alright. There we go. Beats me why I called it that, but we did. So, public. So at this point it's pretty simple and straightforward. What we're doing is we're now building up a renderer for our terrain, which I didn't do last week. I tried to pop it through the entity one and it didn't work, so we'll make a new one, which is fine. Not a problem with me. We'll have an explicit. And it's going to be draw terrain. And it's going to take a terrain shader. Star. Terrain shader. Anything else we need? I don't think so. Nope. I'm going to take this down one. That's better. Can nearly get it all on one screen now. If you can't see it properly or you're struggling to see this, please say so in chat. I don't mind putting it back. It's just going to stop me doing lefting and righting all the time and trying to see what the heck I've done. So that's just going to be draw terrain. There we go. Oh, there it is. Create definition. That will do for now. Create definition. That'll do for now. Good start. Hasn't crashed yet. Great. Void. Prepare to draw terrain. And it's a mat 4, which we should have. Yes. Projection. And a Vec3 sky. Lovely. Have we got problems with that? No, we don't. Good. Pop you in. Save. I mean, really all we're doing is, I won't say copying, but that's really all there is to it at the moment, because really what our terrain currently is a textured model. So that's why I'm using the textured, well, draw texture as a template for this. But, I mean, you could do it any way you wanted. This isn't going to be right now. No, this is going to be different. This is render, isn't it? I doubt we're going to have that much to render. Okay. I'll put a standard vector. And it'll just be terrains, won't it? Terrain. Do we have? don't. We don't have terrain. I see what we're doing here. I think we swapped this one here for terrain. Where are we? Oh, hello. Hello, Pudding. Another one of our cats. So where do we hide terrain? There's the base entity. Patch render a draw. Don't tell me we've still got terrain in here. Oh dear. There it is. Oh well. Exclude from project. Can't run a build, can I? No, I can't. Alright, where are we going to put it? There's our base entities, and in our rendering, there's our model, so it's going into rendering, isn't it? I guess. Did I just do a copy? Okay. So instead of this lot of stuff here, I'll take terrain. I don't think we're on base entity stuff here, but we'll see. Okay. Shift, shift. Including project. Let's just have a quick look at that again. Class terrain, yeah. Ah, my includes are now wrong, aren't they? So that will be dot dot. We are in a rendering. There we go. Fix that one. Dot dot. And there we go, that's that one done. Okay, are we alright now in there? Should be. Make sure that terrain CPP ports over okay. It certainly does. Alright, yeah, this needs cleaning up, doesn't it? Alright. We went through that last week, didn't we? So that can go. That can go. We'll leave that alone. Don't Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need. Don't need. Don't need. Don't need. Certainly don't need this lot. There we go. That's a bit more clean. Right, we're okay with that now. There's nothing up top. No, okay. So our terrain should work now. Terrain.h. Terrain. Ooh, hold on a minute. Did we put it in namespace amber? Did we? No. That might help. Oh, bless. Namespaces. Gotta love them. Amber. There we go. That should now all work properly in there. Da 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 da. Yep, we have terrain now. Way. So we also need the camera here, don't we? Yes, we do. World terrain. Comma. Camera. 3D. Oh, good. There we go. That's that done. What's next? We're doing well at this. We're getting through it quite quickly. He says. Ah, there, grab your coffee. Oh, well, that was nice to break myself into a new week. Have to transfer terrain over. Oh. And I hope my throat's going to stay with me today. It's not very good, but never mind. It should do, it should do. I had a good weekend, by the way. Saturday was quite fun. I really enjoyed Saturday. I must admit, programming in the test-driven development way, programming in that type of environment, I find a lot better than this, what is this prototyping way, which is what I'm using here. When I'm prototyping, I'm just throwing anything up to see what works and what doesn't work. To be honest, this should. I mean, I can't see any reason why. Prepare instance. I mean, there's quite a few changes in this. Do I need the base entity and model and everything? Well, we have created a model, but we haven't created a base entity. Ooh. I'll leave that as it is. Okay. That's fine. I think we'll do these as we come to them, because I'm not sure on the private ones. So void, prepare textured model. You'd think everything's exactly the same, but yeah. I don't think they are the same. And we'll have a void cleanup, definitely. Right, let's see how this all pans out. We might drop a few of these. Yep, we'll take you. Thank you. Yeah, we'll take you. We'll take you. Lovely. So that's terrain.h done. So I can come over here. And also over here I want draw texture.cpp and see how we'll make sure that we keep in the same way for each one. Otherwise we'll get into trouble. Are we alright with the size of print on the screen and everything? Yeah, it looks like it. That's good news. M underscore shade of something or other. Terrain. And that just takes terrain shader, doesn't it? Yeah. That takes that. That's good news. I'll take my STD out as well. I am going to put these in. I know I haven't been doing with all the rest of the stuff, but this one I do need it. Just to make sure it's actually going ahead and doing things. So, yeah. And yeah, go on, we'll take the out as well. I just want to make sure it's being managed properly. Okay, prepare the terrain. What are we doing here? We take our shader stuff and we load the projection matrix. Okay, well we've got that. And the sky we're loading as well, are we? Okay, yes we can do that then. So all that is M shader terrain. Alright. No, don't do it that way, do it this way, it's easier. So this is prepare. And it's this one. There we go, lovely. What's next? Rendering the terrain. Okay, fun time. I am going to go through this line by line. World model and camera. Well, we're going to have terrain or world terrain and camera. This could be fun. What are we doing now? Just call. Yeah, that's an iterator. That's fine. Don't need that. So what we are here to do is each of the terrains in the vector. Okay, we can do that. So for count. Is it a uint or an int? Or a size T? I think it's a uint. If I remember rightly, count. Please tell me we've got uints. Equals 0. Where count is less than the world terrain dot size. And it is count. Whoops, plus plus. There we go. That's that. Unsigned int. Yep, that's okay. We have got it. Lovely. Right, so all we're doing here is we are taking the first model alright. Second, prepare textured model. What are we actually doing there? Okay, we've got the VAO. the shader, texture activation, and bind. Okay, that's going to come in from a model or the terrain. So we want to pass in here terrain star terrain. Prepare textured model. There we go. There we go, that's what we want to pass in there. I'll put you to the beginning, actually. So it's you. Alrighty, so we've modified that to be the correct thing. Now we have to do this. So it's going to be GL bind vertex array. And we are going to use terrain model, and it's VAOID, please, the bottom one, that one there. Lovely, we'll take you. That's a standard notation that I use for something, and I've got a count on it as well. Oh dear. No, that's okay. Yeah, next two lines are exactly the same because we're using the same kind of thing there. That's a copy. Straightforward copy. So that's okay. Next up, we need to load the shine variable, so that's a direct copy. Ooh, is it? No, it's not. Okay. So it's now m_shader for terrain. That should let me load the shine variables, which it does very kindly. We now need terrain model, and it's use shine damper. There we go, that's you. And then it's terrain model, and it's the other one, reflectivity there, down, semicolon, next. Standard OpenGL for that. That's the one we're going to use. That's okay. What's next? Alrighty, yeah, bind texture. I'll have to modify this one. So, no, it isn't just copy and paste. I have to put m_model in front of that and put terrain arrow. Yeah, that's working. Lovely. So that all fits now. There is a cleanup here. And that is a standard cleanup for a textured model, correct. That's a straight copy. Cleanup doesn't take anything, so that's good news. Everything's alright there. Fantastic. We're doing well here. We are doing well. Alright, just put you in there, and that goes to private. There we go. Lovely. So that was prepare texture model. I think that was the first instruction that we're going to need, isn't it? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it is. So here we just type in prepare terrain model. Have I named it the right thing? No, I haven't. Should be that. That's better. So prepare, and it's terrain model, and that's just terrain, isn't it? Oh, that's no, it's world terrain count. Done that badly, haven't I? Yep, that's looking a bit better now. Take that. What are we on to next? So we've prepared our world terrain. And that gives back, yeah, that's okay, that's lovely. That should work. Now it goes through the base entities for the batch. So it prepares an instance of the entity with the camera. What exactly is that doing? Ah, right, I see. So we need to create all of this lot. Do we have all of that lot? How on earth are we going to create the model matrix? Yes, we do have all of that lot. Have we filled it all in is the other question. So it's not going to be base entity the model, it's going to be terrain start. Yeah. Have I done that right then? Yeah. We are going to have to prepare the instance, but what's it going to need? It's going to need terrain, star. I'm going to call it the. No, I'll just call it terrain. It doesn't matter at this point. And I think we are going to need the camera. Yeah, we are. Comma. Camera 3D star camera. Yeah, that'll do it. Blast. I didn't really want to do that, but never mind. Never mind. We will do it. We shall persevere. And here we go. You go in there. And that should be okay now. Are we okay? Yeah, We are. Alright, yes, we can do this. We can do this. Prepare instance. We have to do it for each terrain. So it's per terrain. Right, okay, so we're doing this per terrain. That's good. And all it is this lot. Let's have a look and see what we can do with this lot. Copy. And paste. There should be a lot of red. So, right. What I'm going to do is Shift Alt. M. Backspace. Okay. Shift Alt. M underscore. Backspace. And Shift Alt. I'm just going to type terrain in, aren't I? And an arrow. Right, it looks as though we haven't named them that way. We haven't got them. Has textures, normals, index count, texture ID, UID. We don't have its position. And rotation. Right, well, rotations are 0. And its position we don't have. And its scale is 1. So create model matrix needs floats. Alright, so that's 0. There isn't any rotation. 0.0f. Oops. 0.0f. What is going on here? Okay, that is really weird. That's better. Comma. Got it back to normality. Good. That rotation. There isn't one. 0.0f. And scale is 1. And should that be... No, it's a float, so it's... Yeah, right, 1.0f. Okay. So now what we need is... a vec3... I need a vec3 here. Vec3 position. Well, I know its y is 0. It's M position and Y position. By the looks of it. That's right. So in here, yeah. Weird, but true. There we go. Alright, that's you sorted out. Where was I? Draw terrain. Here we go. So it is a Vec 3. Start here. Vec 3. And it's open brackets terrain. And it's position X. Comma 0.0 F. Comma terrain. This is why I was bothered when I was writing it on Friday. Position Y, it doesn't look right. I'm going to have to change that to position Z, because that just looks stupid. No, I didn't want that. Control S. What have I just done? What just happened? Control Z. Atlas Y. Z. Let's get everything in line. Control that. Terrain.h. And put you in line as well. Z. And Z. Lovely. That's everything. Thank you, helpful terrain. Right, so that's that fixed. Now what do we need? Load the model matrix. Alright, so that creates the model matrix here with I, right, okay, yeah. So I'll just change that to terrain. That should work. Yeah. Map for view matrix. Camera view matrix. That's okay. Good, that's working. Is that all it was? MVP perspective. Where's the oh, we've done the perspective, haven't we? Projection, sorry. Yeah, we've done it here. So that's been taken care of. Good. How's my coffee? Cold. Oh dear. I always remember too late to drink me coffee. Oh well. So, prepare instance will now work with terrain and camera. Let's add it in. So, prepare instance, and that's with world, terrain, count, and it wanted the camera as well, didn't it? Is it just camera that I've added? Yeah. Ah, dear me. Camera. There we are. That wasn't too bad. Now what do we need to do? So that's our first two. Let's go back to here. Prepare the instance, yeah. And then we just draw elements. Blink, copy, and paste. And that changes. And that is, oh no, it's, oh god, world terrain m underscore model index count. No, not quite. We'll have that as well. There we go, that works. Triangles, world terrain count, model index count, correct. GL unsigned int, yes it is. And a null pointer to make sure we do all of it. That's good. And then we just need a cleanup. Fantastic. Done. That's it. Cleanup. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And that does the rest. So, draw terrain, terrain shader. We've done it. Holy mackerel. That was something and a half to do. Create, draw, terrain. Done. Add to batch renderer. Okay, let's add that to the batch renderer. So where have we got that? We've got it here somewhere. It'll be in rendering, obviously. So CPP, please. You put it on the wrong side. So batch renderer, how are you doing? Just put you first because you're the one I'm doing. God, this was started in June and we still haven't finished it. Oh God, look at all of this. Ooh, heck. Go back over here. I've got a feeling we're going to need the header file. I just got this horrible feeling. Yeah. Okay. Right, so here, hash include dot dash OpenGL, please. And it's now terrain we're doing, isn't it? And I put it with a small t, because I'm an idiot. You didn't, did you? Oh my God. What? I did. But so is texture shader. That's very dodgy. And colour shader. Oh, I'm glad I spotted that. There we go. That's those three. So those are our shaders. God, wait a minute. So I've got one here as well. Hash include draw. And that's terrain. So I've got to add you. World models base entity. Core camera. I'll put it at the top then. Hash include. And it's just terrain, isn't it? There we go. So that's the 3 bits we need. Fantastic. color shader, texture shader. We'll add a terrain shader, I guess. Yeah, we can. So we're having one. I'll have one of those. Let's see, draw terrain. We'll have one of those. How many of these have I got now? Wow, got a few draws. Didn't know we had this many. Wow. Sorry, I was just looking at them. I'm being nosy. Why not? There we go. Let's draw terrain. And Vec3 sky color is okay. Now, what have we got here? Now, I don't want a map. So I'll just have a standard vector instead. And this will be of terrains. And we're going to call it underscore terrain models. That's what they are. Okay, so we'll have that lot. We have to add at least one more in here. And we've left a space for it. Good. Alright, we'll fill it in then. Void. Process. Terrain. Models. And it's going to take in... doesn't need an entity. It's going to take in a terrain. Star terrain. And what else? Nothing. Oh, that's a bit easier then. Entity and model, so terrain. That's all we need. We'll grab you and we'll create. Thank you. I'll take that as a pleasure. There's going to be one for water at some time. I can guarantee it. I'll do water. I'll be an idiot and do water. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do, unfortunately. So, yeah. Here we go. So, when we process a terrain model, what are we going to be doing? We are just going to be adding a terrain to our vector. So it's just going to be underscore terrain models. Dot. No, don't do that. Yes, it is. It's dot. Wow. Push back. Open brackets. And it's just terrain. That's it. Done. Well, that was difficult. So, there we go. We've processed a terrain model. Better put the underscore terrain. Terrain models. Can I do a clear on this as well? Yes, I can. Good, okay. If you've got the same command, I'll use it. So, if underscore terrain models dot size is greater than 0, how we will do a terrain. We will render it. Or render them all, should I say. Because we render them all. as a batch. That's why this is so quick. It's because you only do one model at a time, and so you can repeat and reuse models as much as you want with different textures on and whatever you want. Mix and match your textures as desired at the end of this. So we will take the terrain shader, and we should be able to start it, can we? Start shader, beautiful. We'll take you. You don't take anything, that's good news. Right. And then we're going to draw terrain. And we want to prepare it, don't we? Prepare draw terrain. We'll pop our camera projection in. So that comes from the camera. And that's dot. Is it just projection matrix? Yes, it's a map 4. It's that one there. And what else do you need? The sky. Sky color, yeah. So vec3, yeah. So just SKYC. We've got it, yeah. Space. Alright, come back here. I don't know why I haven't done this already. Because it's obvious that that line's too long to see. Would have helped if I hadn't have done that. Typical me. Mind you, I did write this prior, so... Right, that's a bit better. We're matching up a bit better now. Okay, next. Let's load the lights up. So m_texture shader, and it's load light, and we're just using the sun, are we? Okay, that's fine. If that's what it's called. That's what it's called. I hate it when I've done this to myself, but never mind. That's that. There we go. So next, we need to draw. Well, we need to render, don't we? Load the light, render the texture. Model thingy. Okay, so m_draw terrain. And we should be able to render now. Render terrain. Nice. And you're taking world terrain. Terrain models. Okay. That one. And you also want a camera. Okay, you can have a camera. Is it and? Yes. You just want the address. It's fine. You can have the address. Okay, that's looking okay. And at the end of all of that, we have to stop that shader, don't we? Otherwise it'll mess everything up. So m_terrain shader, and that should be a stop function. Yeah, there it is. Fantastic. That works. Alright, so that all works. We can now render it. All we then have to do is use the process texture model. No, terrain model. Process terrain models. And the rest will be done for me. Fantastic. I like these automatic things. Okay, that's everything there. Okay, I don't think I've got anything anywhere else, so let's just do a quick build. See what I've forgotten. Shift Z. Dun 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 dun. Build. Okay, so my typing wasn't that bad, it seems. I bet I've made a mistake somewhere though. I can guarantee it. And the problem is, how the hell do you find it? I'm not being funny, but that's a nightmare. An absolute nightmare. Okay, let's just do a quick run. Make sure I haven't destroyed anything. I have. Of course you can't. Game state, why do you want the terrain? You don't. Okay. We'll try that again then, shall we? This will update all the code. Okay. Yeah, we're alright. Yeah. Whoa, 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 that's a bit fast. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, you can't see that, can you? We're a little bit on the old fast side here, but hey-ho. Never mind. And everything's working nicely. Except we don't have the floor. The other thing is the camera is in the wrong place. Hold on a minute, how are we going to do that? We need to move the camera. Which is fine, because we have all of these movement thingies, but how? So, game state. Alright, let's get rid of everything now. Because we're going to have to do possibly a little bit of tricky programming now. Add to batch renderer. Requires a list, process terrain, add a terrain to list. Yeah, we've done all of that. Yeah. Alright, so it's model warehouse next. And we may have to go to the vertex shader. Okay. But our camera won't work where it is, because we'll be on exactly the same plane as the terrain at 0. Do I start the camera somewhere else, or do I tell the camera to start somewhere else? There's two ways of doing it. We can delete those now, can't we? They're not in use. Why hasn't it disappeared? Okay. This Visual Studio thing, it really does act dodgy at times. Thank you. I can pull these back together now. I'll keep the library open though. Where do we actually set the camera? At what point? There. It's got to be there. Because the avatar is the camera. And that's the only thing we've got in here that isn't actually been thrown over yet into the library. So that makes sense that that's what I've done. I've got the camera in here. Yes, I have. camera 3D, M camera. So, avatar. All we're doing is nothing. We set the projection matrix and update the mouse. Okay, where's the camera? And this is what I've been wanting to do with Avatar. Instead of base entity there, I wanted to put camera. So this becomes the camera. So wherever this is, that is where the camera is. And it already is set up that way with this. Okay. So here, is it M camera? Yeah. If I put in M underscore camera, what can I dot? I can look at, down, move up. No, that's forwards. I can't set position. And I don't do getters and setters as a rule. So I don't like the idea of setting the position of the camera. But I think I prefer to do it here in the avatar. Or I could just inherit from it. No. I'm going to have to alter the camera. So, next alteration is in the library. Another alteration. And it's under core camera 3D.h. Okay, what do we got here? Forward move, come. Okay, we're taking those out. What I'm going to do is void yeah, we'll have to do it. Void, and it's just going to be set position, and that's going to take in a vec3 position. I like that, that'll do. And stop doing that. Fingers are messing up. I don't really want that. I want a const. And oh god. And here, all I'm going to do is put m underscore position equals position. Yeah, that'll do. I now have to rebuild. Rebuild be library. I have to do a rebuild on it because it's a header. Plus I also want to check the library's updated properly now, because it's becoming a big library. And I haven't done a rebuild in ages. So there we go, full rebuild on our library. Everything should be up to date. And now, when I put a dot there, I should have set position. And that will be to Amber. vec3 0.0f, comma 1.0f up, comma 0.0f. That'll do for now. That should do it. Right. So I'm thinking that that will solve the problem. Now if we run it, we should notice that the guy is lower down on the screen when we enter. Okay, run. It should bring him down to roughly about eye level, which is towards the centre of the screen. Yes, it does. Good. That's correct. His legs are now, instead of his legs being there, where his bottom of his head is, it's now down here. I think 0.8 would probably be better than 1. Let's see if we go towards him. Are we above his height? We aren't. Have I got this totally right? Interesting. Alright. I'll leave it at 1 then. It seems to be about right, but it's 1 metre. So from your feet to your eyes, if that is 1 metre, then it's right. If it isn't, then change it. That's the simplest I can give there. Okay. I'm just looking at that far plane and wondering about it. Could be interesting. Right. Now what we need to do is, well, model warehouse, create terrains and process terrains. Ooh, okay, what we're going to need for that? We are going to need a vector. Are we? Yes, M terrains. I've already put it in. But it isn't of models, it's of terrains. There we go. Where's that coming from? It's just allowed me to do that. Where's it come from? It's come from here, hasn't it? Well, it shouldn't have done. We haven't done the include, so the include's going in. I don't care whether it gives it us or not. Dot dash. 1 dash, please, will be enough. Rendering, and it's terrain.h, please. Don't care if you let us do it or not, but I want to make sure it's there. And I've pluralized it because it's plural. Right. So we can make more than one terrain, and we can join them together. That's the whole point of them. We have our store. What else did we need? That's going to give us our loader object. Alright, I think we can do that from here then. We have only 3, so it's going to have to be an initialize at the moment. Yeah. So it's going to have to be in this lot somewhere. Okay. So all we really need to do then is throw up a couple of terrains. According to theory, he says. How am I going to do that without messing everything up? Ah dear, how are we going to do that? Well, we can do it as one thing, can't we? M terrains. M underscore terrains. It's dot. No, it's not. What have I done? That's right. I haven't done that, probably. So M, capital T, because it's different, dot, thank you, push back, open brackets, new, amber. Oh, we are in amber. Why have I got amber there for split? We should be in amber. Don't know why that's there. So I don't need amber. That's good news. So we just need terrain. New terrain. Open brackets. And here comes the fun and the joy. We are going to create... Will this work at -1, -1? We're about to find out. Int. So -1, otherwise it just won't be in front of us, comma, -1, comma, whatever our store obj data is, M underscore store obj data. Alright then. So M underscore store obj data, comma, unsigned int texture ID. Ah, we don't have one. We'll have to get one. Unsigned int, and you want a texture ID, so we'll call it terrain texture equals M underscore store obj data, load texture. Does this come back with an ID? Yeah, it gives me an unsigned int, so I'm thinking it does. What do you need? Constant string file path. Do you need the whole thing? Okay. I think it does. This is the problem. It says file path, so it must need the whole thing. So let's have a look. Resources. Textures. Terrain. What's that? Oh, that's a greeny one anyway. That'll do. Anything green and splodgy will do fine, thank you. So it's resources. Yeah, I'll give it / textures. / terrain.png. Can try it. See what we get. Right, so I've got a terrain ID now. Do you need anything else? And a UUID. Who's giving them out? Who's doing that? Have I got an MUUID here? I have. MUUID it is. And of course, once you've given a UUID out, what do you have to do? Increase it. Alright, that goes with that. Okay, that goes with that. So that goes there. And M underscore UUID plus plus. Okay, that's the texture. That is a terrain. So prepare models, batch renderer. This is doing all of these base entities on entities. So this is piling through all of the entities. And it's pulling in a vector of entities. Excellent. So we just have to add our terrain to this, with outside of the for next loop, I hope. So we just have to add our terrain in here. I'm guessing. Yes, that's right. So how are we doing that? So it's going to be for uint. You use count, shall we? Count equals 0. Count is less than m underscore terrains dot size. Count plus plus. There's our for loop for terrains. Oh, right. What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm missing something obvious. Okay. So what we should do next is say a render dot process terrain models. And it's just going to need the terrain. Okay, you can have it. Ah. I've got it wrong at the other side, haven't I? So I'm taking in process terrain models incorrectly. Blast. And that's on the batch renderer. Oops. No, it's terrain star terrain. It just throws it into pushes it back into another one. So really what I'm doing is I'm taking one lot and throwing it into another lot. That seems a bit wasteful. I have to store the model warehouse though. Identify terrain. Oh well. So be it. Even though I don't like it, I'm going to do it. All I'm really doing is taking it out of one vector and sticking it in another vector. In other words, I'm storing it twice. We could just send the vector through. Copy the address over. Ooh, no, that could be difficult. That would change things. That would change things nastily, so no. We'll do it for now. I mean, it's a prototype, so I don't care. I've got a few gigabytes of memory. I think I can handle 1 or 2 terrains. It's when we do the 1,000 terrains that I'm a bit worried. Yeah. So once that's done, we've prepared the models. When we render, let's load models. Where do we render? We don't render in here, do we? No. We're supposed to render in here and we don't. Because we didn't get that far. I remember now. Render all never got done. Okay. It's because we're not storing the renderer here yet as well. We should really be storing the renderer here. The renderer, the whole thing should not go outside of the library. It should all be within the library, all of this stuff. But we'll get to that. That ain't no problem. Will this work? Shouldn't do. There's no way I've done it right the first time, is there? Alright, let's just do with that for a second. Model warehouse is building and it's successful. Everything's being transferred in the crisscross fashion that I've designed as a renderer. Okay. And I haven't done that last line. So that's it. I've run out of things to do. Except for that. Should we give it a whirl? I think we should. Let's see what happens. Okay, nothing's crashed so far. Which is usually a good sign. If you can get to the initializer stage, it should crash at this point though. Yeah. And I knew it was going to crash there. Bind indices, VBO. You see, we've got the bind, it's 9. If we look on here, it'll tell me how far we did actually get. So yeah, we did get the terrain PNG. So the texture loaded. That's good news. We got the VAO I was expecting. So that's good news. So it exists. We don't have any VBO stats. And we should... What's this S here? S. Int. 235224. Well, that ain't right. Should be 30,000-ish. Not 235,000. Wow. How on earth did you get that many? So it's telling me here that I have too many. Access violation reading location. I totally agree. What on earth is it doing? $235,000. Where's that coming from? That's just the address of 0. The 0th position. That's the problem. That's ridiculous. Oh dear, what have I done? We have somehow indices. Yes. How many indices have you got? Quite a few. Like, we've got 5 here. I've got 1 there. Oh, I'm not sure about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that's the VBOs. 5, 6, 7, 8. VAO is 3. I haven't got an index count. Alright, that's fine. Oh well, never mind. It was a good try. 235,000 on that line there. That's too many. That's way too many. That's a wrong number. So, how are we going to track our way through that? I told you, I knew it wasn't going to work, so that's alright then. And I knew exactly where it was going to stop, and it was definitely going to stop here at the VBO ID. The VBO ID, it's not going to get to it. Ever. It can't get past that GL buffer data. And this is a private. Bind indices, VBO, it's on the index, which is the first call. So it's there. I mean, I can stop it here and look. Let's try that first of all. Let's have a look and a good laugh at what kind of data I've created. Right. Oh, it doesn't matter about this, it's going to go to the back anyway. Let's have a look at the data, shall we? What we got here? 4,992. Size of indices, 2,496. That's better. Right, so this is the bind VBO bit. Size of indices and indices. So let's step in. Step over, step into. Okay. Bind VBO. So we're actually coming in through now to this place where it crashes. Step over, step into. So step over. Here we go, and those are the correct figures. Because watch, the VBO ID at the bottom will now change to something sensible. as soon as I step over the next instruction. 1. That is correct. So what happens on this line to make everything go absolutely muppets? Huh? I've got VBO ID of 1. Oh, right. Whoops. We're only in the first one, that's why. Should have watched what I was doing. Right, so the second time through. Okay, VAO2. Okay, so that's looking okay. Third time through. This is where we get our complete and utter what the hell's going on. So 120,000 normals. 80,000, yeah, that's correct. No colour, that's correct. That says 120. And that says 235. That number's way out. That is way out. I'm not sure about half of these either. Texture should be 2/3, so that'd be 120. So that's 120. Size of indices should be about 120. And that's just a position. Yeah, that's okay. No, that's way out. I've got 2 at 120, and then this indices figure is stupid. So stop that. That's silly. So I've made a mistake in our terrain. CPP here somewhere. Right, well this is our indices here. Indices.size times an unsigned int. That's correct. I'm doing 6 indices at a time. Oh, right. So for each 4, we should have 6. So it should be half again more than the 120,000, which is 180,000. I will stop on that line there, please. Size of indices is only 24,924,2496. Is this what? Where are we? Oh, we're in store OBJ, aren't we? Okay, next one. And next one. There it is. How is that number? It should only be 180. What? Oh, I didn't take this one off, did I? Stop, do it again. Hold on a minute. I thought I put a breakpoint somewhere else. Here. Okay, let's try 7.5 then. Stop. Go. Thank you. Right, now we are actually inside terrain.cpp, so we can have a look at this. And indices, size is 58,806, where it should be 45,000. Oh, not even that. What the heck's going on in here? Oh, dearie me. SD vector unsigned indices. It's got to be a multiple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, model.index count, 1 sec. Step over. Step over. Thank you. So that's coming up with 58,000. Wow. Isn't that what it's supposed to be, though? I've had problems, a lot of problems with this before, where it's just come up with completely stupid numbers. Right. It looks as though I've got some maths to do. I'm going to have to prove every single one of these numbers correct. Somehow. Okay. I'll just bury you one moment, because I want to find out something. Sandbox. Welcome to Sandbox. There you go. STD, : C out. I should know this off the top of my head, but I don't. And it's just going to be size of an unsigned int. Semicolon. Nope. STD, : end line. Alrighty, let's see what that prints out, shall we? Four. Exactly the same size as a float. I'm sure of it. Yeah, exactly the same size as a float. So it's 4. So what we really have here is 4 times the size of each of these. And these are coming out with so the answer is 4 times 30, 120. My god, these figures are no. How can that generate that? Even put the -1s in. That is so annoying. That really is so annoying. The answer has to be somewhere. Alright, size of indices. Is calculated where? Three times the size of an unsigned int times the yeah. Three elements per face. Oh god. Gives the size in bytes. What I haven't done though is create faces. I've created squares instead of just triangles. Because you have to do 2 at a time to do this, or else it just won't work. Yeah. So it's 6. So it's whatever it is size, that's the vertices, times 6. Times 4. So it's that number there times 4. Step over. And that number is 58. What? Wow. Really? Because that's 200,000 indices. Wow. Okay, I'm going to try something. See if we can lower the numbers. 840. And terrain.h, you hold my secrets to these, don't you? Let's put you down to an 8. 40. Okay. 36,504. It should be able to handle that many. Access violation. Okay. Can anybody see anything wrong in this part here? That's an obvious. That's a reference. Does that need to be one? No. VBO ID 9, that's correct. This is the element array for the indices. That's interesting. So what have we got I at? Oh, it doesn't matter. That's the location, isn't it? It can't be that, 'cause it... No. Right now, I don't know why. M_vboss. M_vboss in store. No, it's a uint star. That's perfect. Did we pass through the variables in the wrong way? From terrain? What are they? What are the inside here, these indices? Float count position, blah blah, M model, blah blah. Because if we're killing them off, then it's an illegal. I've done this before where it's illegal because I killed them off. I've done a shallow copy by accident. And I think I've just done it again. We don't store the information anywhere. We generate it and then we load it directly up, but we don't store it anywhere for it to be loaded up. Where are we actually holding it? Indices. Where are we holding indices? We're actually holding it there. Nope. Can't do that. There's our problem. I have placed in a couple of things that shouldn't be the way they are, I believe. Blast. And was wondering about that earlier, actually. Where they were. So that's your indices. It'll only do the same for the others now. Okay, save that out. Now, I've just caused myself another problem. How to get rid of them. Right, I've now got all of that stuff stored out so that it can be transferred. And it's in a memory which can be obtained. First of all, will it work? I might have to rebuild the whole thing. Abba-dabba-doo, yabba-dabba-doo. No. Unsigned int star. I've missed something out here, and I know I have. Hello, Muppet. My cat's saying hello. Store data to GFX, blah 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 blah. Ah. Hold on a minute. What was that? Store data in attributeless. Yep, okay, got you. Yep, got you. Yep, got you. Got you. These are wrong. Something wrong here. It's now showing up. Why is it wrong when there's only 1 0? And that is the question. Index array 0 and with index size. Yeah, okay. There's the index count as normal. There's the index size. It looks exactly the same-ish. So what is different about index array? There are no stars. Oh, I'm an idiot. And that's the reason. Okay. We can't do it. Not like this. I've got too much data traversing the area for me to start stuffing it all over the stack. We might get away with it. It doesn't make sense to me, but we might get away with it. You'd have to take that lot out of there. And you'd have to put that lot. Oh god, this is a bit iffy. I just don't see it working. Does it give me any errors? It'll take it ages to work out whether I've got any errors, won't it? And that's one of the problems with this thing. Why is the dots wrong now? Huh? Okay. That's not the way it's meant to work. Pardon? These are now arrows. Huh? Oh. Well, that was interesting. Read access violation. This was null pointer. Oh, right. Start shader was a null pointer. That means we didn't create our shader. Right, okay. Excellent. So it's working. Yay, it's working. All the VBOs were created. Yes, as you can see, all of these were created this time. So the data wasn't travelling through properly, was the answer. But I do need to have a look at that a second time. It sounds totally dodgy. I know what that one is. This is easy. Where are we? We are in shader foundation. Oh, that's a good place to be because I don't know which shader it means. but of course I do. Use program and program ID is not being created. So that means the shader program isn't being created. So what we do is we follow the shader program down its chain, and I realise now that I'm into questions and answers time. I'm on to the 3rd hour. So if there are any questions and answers about what I've done so far, don't worry about it. Just throw them in the stream, I don't mind. But I think I don't really want... I want to see this working before I go off air. Let me just see if I can just go straight through this one and work out what the heck I've done wrong, because it's from the batch. Actually, no, just rerun it. It should give me the setups. Can't do that. Okay, try that. Right. Okay, I think there's one running somewhere. Okay, I cannot run. What's happened here? Why has everything moved? That's a bit weird. Alright. So it's this that I'm interested in this time. And then it disappears on me. Oh, thank you. New game state created. Blah 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 blah. La 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 la. Object has texture. Draw color. Draw texture. But there's no draw terrain. Draw terrain has not been constructed, is the answer. Who's responsible for that? Oh, I've got to go through here, haven't I? So who's responsible for draw terrain? Well, the next one up is the batch renderer. There's draw terrain. You got the header. Draw terrain. I know what I've done already. I'm an idiot. I didn't do the header here, did I? Here. So yeah, the green squigglies are up. So yeah, I've just missed it out of here, that's all. Right. Close you a minute, because I need to look at something. And it's in shaders. Here we go. Alrighty. So there's a line missing here that says M underscore, and it should be terrain shader. And that's a new terrain shader. And it should want a standard string of a name. And that name is terrain shader. I never made them, in other words. That could be why it wasn't working the other way around. That's interesting. I'm going to have to investigate this now. And again, here at draw, you can see what's missing already. It's M underscore draw terrain. It needs to have a new draw. I'll stick it because it's a long way down now. Terrain. And that's going to be open brackets. And it's just wanting the shader, is it? Okay, underscore. There we go. Comma. Now will that work? Have I got everything now? This is where the shaders usually fall over. No, the shader didn't fall over. But I don't exactly see any terrain. Shall we put the sun in the air then? The light into the air? That might help. Where we put the sun? At least we're getting everything through now. I didn't check. Darn it. I didn't even check that it was being made. Yeah, everything looks better on here. It's not complaining about like shaders not being made or anything like that. So that's good. The thing that we don't... Oh, it's still complaining, is it? Mdraw terrain is uninitialized. I think you'll find it is. Mterrain charade. Yes. Well, it's a little bit out of date, I think. So never mind. I'm happy with that. I'm actually happy with that. It's working. Where did we put the sunshine? Fantastic. It's actually working now. It's not working the way I want it to, but it's working. I still want to work on that terrain bit, so I'm going to keep that. I think we're there. All we've got to do is now get it to show on screen, and we have got it cooked. Shader foundation, yeah, thank you for that. I'm glad it told me anyway, or else I would have been felt right numpty not calling all of the things I've just written. Amber, I think I will look into the core here. This model warehouse still seems in my book to be a little bit shady, to say the least. Render entities. Render entities. Okay, so it's coming from the game itself. Okay. That's fine. Which means... Oh gosh, it's going to be game state, isn't it? So source, game state, avatar, light position. Just put a 10 in, 10 on Y. Put it up in the air. That sometimes helps. Maybe not. You should see the ground here to the left. I think it's not going to work that way. I have no idea where I've put the ground now. It should be there. It doesn't seem to be. Okay. And there's no black outlining going on, which is fine. Absolutely fine. Normally have this about 25, don't I? So, yeah, I'll put it to 25 where I normally have it. Light colour, yeah, that's good. I think everything's good. I can't see any reason why, unless we're not actually putting it through each time. Because I put it on automatic, haven't I? Where does the render go? Update, update, update avatar. Ah, I'm already getting to a problem. Who's updating who? There's a design flaw. Who's updating who? It's there. That's a design flaw. We should have another statement after this, and we don't. Who's got the renderer? There it is. It's in here. Update input. Prepare models. Well, it shouldn't be in there. Should be in here. That's input. What's that got to do with preparing models? That's there. And the render is there. Alright, okay. So as long as we've got the prepare models and the render batch, we should be okay. Both using the same renderer. That puts the light through. Yeah, that's okay. It's looking okay. Yeah, it's starting to make more sense now. Still don't like all this stuff in here, but hey ho. Can't be a chooser right now. So, I'm going to end at this point because this is going to take probably about an hour or 2 hours to go through every line. So, I'm not going to make you suffer that part. That's my job. Ah, there was a network error. Fantastic. Maybe one day I'll get this right. Oh well, catch you next time. So take care and have a fun.